physical, tough team that wins, knows how to win. And in the beginning, we weren't active, and they got some easy shots, easy baskets. And that's what happens when your defense isn't active. Then we got active, and the rest of the game was a different story from the defensive end. Our turnovers were better. We made some shots early when we had to, but we didn't rebound the first half. Second half, we got on the boards a little bit better and got some second chances. But they're a very good team, and this was a really good game for us.
Jim, where would you like to see the most growth between tonight and the first game next week?
Well, we got a long way to go. We got guys that are not sure what they're doing some of the time, most of the time, and it takes time. It's not going to happen now or next week or 2 weeks or 4 weeks. It's going to take time. We just got to keep plugging away and keep working.
Jim, are you going to use Elijah a little bit to bring the ball up a little bit while your two guards are kind of trying to figure things out, a little bit while you're young point guard?
No, not really. He can bring it, and if he brings it, we have a different attack when he has the ball. So we will have him do that, but our guards can bring it up. They're fine. They got harassed the whole game. They brought it up the whole game. But it gives us a different attack point when he brings it up.
What did you feel about you guys' offense in the half court?
We did some good things. Second half better. We got a little hurried up a little bit. We took too many threes early. Fortunately, Buddy hit a couple and Joe hit a couple in the first half that were pretty good shots, pretty tough shots. That kind of got us back in it. But we played better offense in the second half. We moved it better, and we got a little bit better opportunities.
What did you think of Quincy Guerrier tonight doing the first half?
Well, he just took he tried to take threes in the first half and stood around out 30 feet from the basket. Second half, he got inside, got a rebound, got a pass for a bucket, drove to the basket, got fouled, made a pull-up. No threes. He's got it. That's what he's got to get better at. Marek gives us better movement. He had 5 assists the first half. He still hasn't got his scoring back yet, but he will.
Defensively, how do you feel the young guys are adjusting to your system?
They're learning. We got too much guard penetration tonight on our guards. They got in the lane too much. That was what they tried to do, and they did a good job of it. But we adjusted a little bit, did a little bit better job, and got better at it.
How would you assess Promise of Ebay's play?
He's standing around whole first half when he was in there, and at the end he moved a little bit. He's an active. He's got to be an action player, a movement player. When he's standing there, he's going to be sitting. Period.
Do you think he's able to move a little bit better this year than he has?
Well, he's full strength.
Yeah.
He's just not doing it. He's either going to do it or he's going to be sitting. Marek will be at center if he doesn't get going. Simple as that.
Jim Hall tonight suspended Kevin Willard for a couple of games for tampering and allegedly for tampering with Torian Thompson. You had thought about that?
I don't know anything about it.
You hadn't heard about it?
I heard about it. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what happened. I don't know anything about it. Nothing.
When you look at the way Joe's been able to play through these first 2 games, have you been pleased with how he's played?
He's playing good. He's doing a good job. Really good job. I thought tonight Jalen had a real good second half. I thought that Bryson really had a good second half. We got 4 guards that are good players. I think they can help us.
Jim, how valuable are these exhibition games when you have?
Well, these are tremendously valuable. Usually you play somebody that you can just overpower. These teams you can't overpower. You have to play. If you don't play against these two, this would have been a close game if they didn't make any of the threes. If they'd have made 3 or 4 more threes, then that would have been a close game. But I thought we were a little better with our coverage, a little better defensively. So that's a good step up. But we got a long way to go. We got a lot. It's going to take us a while. But they're working. They're trying to get better, and that's all we can do at this stage.
Jim, the other night you had basically played 12 guys. Tonight it was more like in the 8 or 9 range. Was that because you're looking ahead to next week and maybe coming in?
Look, I tell you this. I'm going to play the guys I think we need to play to win. No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that's not to you. That's a statement. It has nothing to do with what your question was. I'm going to say, we're going to play the guys it takes to win. If it's 6, that's what it'll be. If it's 5, that's what it'll be. 7, 8, 1. And I'm going to figure that. And whatever I decide to do, that's what we'll do. And if somebody doesn't like it, they're going to have to get another coach in here. But I don't care what people think and say or how many people they think we should play. We play the people we think that we can win a game. And we wanted to win this game. We wanted to win the other game. And if somebody gets in and does a good job, they're going to play. If they don't, they're going to be out. We're going to play guys that can help us win. And I think it could be 8-9. It possibly could get to 10, but it's more likely that it's going to be 8 or 9. I mean, in actuality, we played 9 guys tonight. And Robert played 8 minutes, which isn't a lot, but it's minutes.
But I was just wondering if the rotation play tonight was with an eye towards
No.
next week.
It's to win. It's to win. Somebody goes in and plays well, like Robert did the first game, he played more. Didn't really get going tonight. And so Marek was better. And then Quincy had a good second half. And the guards all played good. None of the centers played well. And we need to keep working with them. They need to get better. Boeheim is a junior. He never played here. 2 years he didn't play. Played 1 game, 2 games maybe in 2 years. So he's just starting out. And the other 2 guys are freshmen. So they got a long way to go. We're going to play the guys we think it'll take. My best, and I don't even know. Because you got to see, I actually wait and see how they play to decide who's going to play. And when they play well, like Joe played well, you kept playing. Bryson, they kept playing. So we'll see. If Jesse had gotten going a little bit better, he would have played more. But he didn't. We can't have a 6'11" guy let 6'3" guys shoot layups. If that happens, we can't have that. So, Elijah will play center if that's what happens. We're not going to have that. Centers have to do the job defensively. Tonight they got 16, 18 points inside. We can't have that. They have to be better there. And some of it's the guard's fault, some of it's their fault. But we'll figure out what it'll be, and my guess is that we'll play 8 or 9 guys this year, like I've said from the first day we talked about it. And it could be 8 one game, it could be 10 one game, I don't know. As this game turns out, it was 10. 10 guys played. So I won't count the 2 minutes guy. So 10 guys played some sort of minutes. And, we'll just see how they play, see how they go. And there'll be some games we might play 6 guys or 7, if that's what I think will help us win. Bottom line.
Coach, what was your reaction on NCAA decision today on name, likeness, name and likeness?
Oh, well, I think we got to wait. I think I've always said this is a good idea, but it's a bad idea if it gets into a point where people are getting 20,000 here, 10,000, 15, 20. If they go here, they're going to get a $40,000 commercial, because that's what's going to happen. It's just a matter of, if it was just normal, everything went normal, it'd probably be okay, but it isn't going to be normal. It won't be that way. If players can have an agent, I mean, you could, a good, well, I don't know about here, I don't like to use it, but at a big name school, big basketball school, I think an agent could get a player a $100,000 commercial, $75,000 commercial, a couple of them. Is that where we want to go? Okay, that's fine. If that's where we want to go, that's where it'll go. But don't think it's going to be a nice, simple thing that a guy's going to get, a couple thousand here or 1,000 here. It is not going to be that way. There will be huge things happening. And I think they're not coming out with anything because they're going to have some kind of restrictions. They're going to have to. And when they do that, and say they limit what a guy can get, then there's going to be a lawsuit. And it still gets down to there's 4,000 players and 3,900 of them are happy to have a scholarship. We're worried about 50 people making money. And again, athletic departments don't make money. I'm so tired of reading about $1 billion coming in. It goes to each school, and it goes to the NCAA, it goes to each school, and that pays for the bills for all the schools. But as I've said many times, players are getting more now than they ever had because of the meal plan and the cost of attendance. And if it could, maybe it'll work out. Maybe I'm not right. Maybe I'm going to be found not correct on this. But how they figure this out, this is a Chinese puzzle, a really difficult puzzle. And to make it legal, and that one guy doesn't get this, and what about these guys? And the quarterback and the running back gets this, and the linemen don't get anything. You know, how does it all work? It's a good theory. It's a good political ploy because everybody's for it. I'm for it. Who's not for it? Players getting some. I'm for that. But, you know, it comes back to money, and all the other sports, you know, they're not getting anything. Like a great volleyball player at a school might be able to capitalize on it. That'd be good. But how it all works out, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out over time. You know, the reason this hasn't taken place is everybody likes the idea, but everybody that's knows the business sees what's coming down the road. It's just like letting every player transfer whenever they want and play right away. We have 600 transfers. We have 3,000 transfers. And maybe that's what people want. All right, go ahead, if that's what you want. But it's, there are issues that, and let's face it, it still comes down to if 3 or 4 or 5, 6 guys are making $20,000, $30,000 in commercials, why aren't they professional? They are. Technically, that's making money. And, you know, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. So I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see how it's good. I hope it works out. I hope they can figure it out. I can't figure it out. But hopefully they can figure out how this can work. And it's fair. Because whether you like it or not, we have all of our players, we have 12 scholarship players, they all get the exact same scholarship. They get the same tutoring, the same physical therapy, the same help, everything. And they get the meal money, and they get the cost of attendance exactly the same, whether it's Elijah Hughes or whether it's Jesse or John Bull. They get the same. Now all of a sudden guys are going to be getting stuff, and how does that all, this isn't professional sports. People say, well, the quarterback gets more money than the tackle. Well, that's true, but the tackle gets money. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all works out. I don't have the answers for it.